Friends, welcome to my channel. In this video I am going to deliberate my seminar talk on DNA barcoding. I will deliberate my seminar talk followed by these contents like what is DNA barcode, or what is first thing we have to know what is barcode, then what is DNA barcoding, then some history regarding DNA barcoding, then the segments which are used for DNA barcoding, then about bold system, then the procedure of DNA barcoding, then uses of DNA barcode, then about the DNA barcode project which are underway or a recent DNA barcode project, then about the application, then the last one is the conclusion. Let's start one by one. First thing, you have to know what is barcode. Before we discuss about DNA barcoding, we have to know what is barcode. The barcode is a method of representing data in visual and machine readable form. As you see in the screen, this is the barcode. Mainly barcode was invented by Joseph Woodland and Bernard Silver. In barcode there are about 12 digits. As you see in the screen, the first 6 digits are manufacturer ID number, then the next 5 digits are item number, and the last one is the module check character. Then we discuss about what is DNA barcoding. DNA barcoding is a method of species identification using short DNA section from a specific gene. The DNA barcoding mainly based on conserved gene sequence which have less intraspecific variation. Then we discuss about the technique on DNA barcoding. Before we discuss about the technique, we have to discuss some history regarding DNA barcoding. Paul Hubbard, which is known as father of DNA barcoding, he is a Canadian biologist. He first gave the concept of DNA barcoding in the year 2003. Then we discuss about the details things about DNA barcode. As we know, DNA consists of 4 nucleotide bases like adenine, thymine, cytosine and guanine. Similarly, the DNA barcode is consist of short DNA sequence which are made up of 4 nucleotide bases like adenine, thymine, cytosine and guanine. Each nucleotide bases have specific color in the DNA barcode. As you see in the screen, for adenine there is green color, for thymine that is red in color, similarly for cytosine that is blue in color, and for guanine it is black in color. Then we discuss about the DNA segment which are used for DNA barcoding. There are many segments which are used for DNA barcoding, out of which common DNA segments are, for in case of animals we use cytochrome oxidase 1 for DNA barcoding. Similarly for plants we used RBCL or ribulose bisphosphate carboxylase or MAT gene, that is MATK gene, that is maturage K genes are used for plants. Similarly in case of fungi we use ITS, internal transcript spacer. Similarly for prokaryotic microorganism we use 16S rRNA sequence. Similarly for eukaryotic microorganism we use 18S rRNA genes for DNA barcoding. Why these sequences are used? These sequences are used because they have less intraspecific variation. So we use this sequence. As we discussed, the DNA barcoding is mainly based on conserved gene sequence or conserved DNA sequence. So we use such sequence for DNA barcoding. Then we discuss about the DNA segments which are used for DNA barcoding in the tabular form. As you see in the screen, here in the left hand side the organisms names are represent. That is, for animal we use cytochrome oxidase 1 as we already discussed, and 18S mitochondrial rRNA genes also used for DNA barcoding. Similarly for in case of plants we use MATK, that is maturage kinase, and RBCL ribulose bisphosphate, and for proteases that is internal transcript spacer, that is ITS also used for DNA barcoding. Similarly fungi also we use ITS, and in case of prokaryote we mainly use 16S rRNA genes. Then we discuss about the BOLD system. BOLD refers to Barcode of Life Data System. It is designed by Center of Biodiversity Genomics, Canada. Mainly it is designed to support the generation and application of DNA barcode data. It consists of mainly 4 main modules like a data portal which consists of different data regarding the different barcode, then an educational portal for educational purposes, then a registry of a barcode index number where different for different barcode there is a different index number which are registered here. Then a data collection and analysis workbench where different data are collected and different barcodes are analyzed and generated. In the barcode of live data system, about 9299k barcodes are available, among which about 229k animal species barcode and 69k plant species barcode and 24k fungi and other species barcodes are available in this website, that is barcode of live data system, that is BOLD system. Then we discuss about the procedure of DNA barcoding. The DNA barcoding have following procedure like sample preparation. First thing, we have to prepare the sample. Then the next step, which is DNA extraction. The DNA extraction may be done by centrifuge method. Mainly the extracted DNA sequence are amplified by the process of PCR technique. Then the sequencing of DNA barcode data. Then after sequencing, it is submitted to the BOLD system. As we discussed, BOLD system has workbench where DNA sequence are submitted and barcode is generated. DNA barcode will be generated. Then this barcode will be saved at DNA barcode library for future use. Then we discuss about the uses of barcode. As you see in the screen, the DNA barcoding have a huge number of application. It is applied in the molecular phylogenetic, in population genetics also, and in taxonomy also. Mainly the web accessible barcode data are used to construct molecular phylogenetic and population genetics. In molecular phylogenetics, we used this sequence data for multi-gene analysis. Similarly, in case of population genetics, we used to know the endangered species, the extinct species. Similarly, in case of taxonomy, we already know some species, approximately less than 1.6 billion species are known, but a huge number of species to be identified. So the unknown species can be identified by comparing with the known DNA barcode sequence standard. If it will be matched with the known sequence, then it will be known as identified species. If it will not match with the known DNA barcode sequence, then it will be identified as a new species. Then we discuss about the barcoding project which are recently done, like the Newark Botanical Garden Institute work on TreeBOL project, that is a barcode project, DNA barcoding project, where barcoding of wild tree species is done. Similarly, Adelaide University and British Columbia, University of British Columbia work on grass BOL, which barcode the grasses species. Similarly, Kunming Institute of Botany work on plant barcoding China, which barcode about 5,000 Chinese plant species. Similarly, Korea University work on flora of Korea. Similarly, National Botanical Garden of Wallis work on DNA barcoding the flora of Wallis. Similarly, Royal Botanic Garden Edinburgh work on DNA barcoding British bryophytes. Then we discuss about the application of DNA barcode. There are a huge number of applications, as we already discussed in the figure. The main application is it is used to identify the new species. It is a benefit and research proposal of taxonomy. Then it is also used for identify the plant species when flowers are absent or fruits are absent. Similarly, it is used to identify the organism when the sample contain huge number of DNA. Then we can also identify the species. Then we discuss about the conclusion, that is the last one. The DNA barcode sequence will be widely used for the authentication of organism, as we already discussed. Mainly it is used in taxonomy, biodiversity assessment, and for the conservation of endangered and endemic species or extinct species.